Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Skylar, and in case you couldn't tell from the channel name or the channel description or the channel banner, I'm a writer. I have been writing professionally for about 15 years now, primarily political journalism. I've done a lot of opinion columns, I've done a lot of essays, but that is not the point of this channel. The point of this channel is to document my life as a writer. That includes just random vlogs about my day. That includes complaining about the setbacks and celebrating the triumphs and discussing the craft of writing. It is going to be an apolitical channel. I'm not looking to convince you of my political beliefs. If you want to read my political writing, you can Google me. You'll find me. I'm sure you will. But this is really just a place for me to discuss my day-to-day life. I want to tell you a little bit about me and where I've been and why I decided to start this channel. Back in the winter, I was diagnosed with stage 2 tonsil cancer and had to go through chemo and radiation, and that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. While I was going through treatment, I took time off from writing, so I am looking for a full-time writing job now. I've been out of work since March, and I'm very grateful that I was able to take time off in order to, heal and to not have to worry about work or income while I was going through radiation and chemo, because my God, that knocked me for six. I was down for the count for months, but I'm back now. And I am looking for full-time writing work, but I'm also working on a couple different book-length projects, and I've never done that before. The longest thing I've ever written is probably 5,000, maybe 10,000 words, somewhere in there. And it's always been essays, creative nonfiction, or persuasive essays, opinion pieces, things like that. What I'm working on now are two different projects. One is a memoir based on my life as a working class gay man from Appalachia. I have a publisher who has expressed interest in it, but I'm not under contract. No advance, nothing. And I've struggled to get started with it, if I'm being honest. And I'll discuss why at a later time. The other thing that I'm working on right now is a fantasy series that's been sort of in my head for probably about 10 years now. And it's a gaslight. A gas lamp, not a gaslight. A gas lamp fantasy, which means it's inspired. I use the word inspired, not based on, not set in, inspired by the Victorian and Edwardian eras in both the UK and the USA. But it's really an allegory for our modern times. And so I'm not going to say a whole lot more about that right now, but that's really what I'm passionate about, honestly, is the fantasy series that I'm creating. This channel, I hope, will enable me to talk with writers who have experience and expertise that I don't have, which is, I'm happy to offer advice on journalism and on sort of not creative nonfiction and sort of short form creative nonfiction, essays, things like that. But I've never tackled a book-length project before, and so I'm hoping to learn from you and to get any advice that you may have. And I think that there are a lot of writers on YouTube of varying degrees of accomplishment. Some are just starting out, some have been published many times over, some are somewhere in the middle. But I think no matter where you are in your journey, we can learn from each other. And so that's what I want this channel to be, as well as just a place for me to build community and to discuss my day, take you inside my writing process, but also just maybe show you what I'm having for dinner. Introduce you to my dog at some point. He's over there right now. You can't see him. He's busy scratching, but you'll meet him eventually. And that's just what I want. I don't really have any expertise when it comes to YouTube. I don't know how to edit videos. I don't know how to do fun graphics. I'm learning as I go. But I am convinced that this video and this channel will find the people who it is meant to find, and that we will build a community together. And whether that is 10 of you or whether that is 10,000 of you, I don't really care. This is just something I want to do for me, for fun, for you. Hopefully we can get to know one another and celebrate one another's triumphs and, console one another on our defeats, because Lord knows as a writer there's plenty of defeats. I think many, many more low points than there are high points, but the high points certainly make it worth it. So we pursue this crazy career, and we do our art, and it is art. And I'm looking forward to discussing the craft of writing with you, but also discussing life and everything that goes on with it. You know, this is not a career that is for the faint of heart. It is a competitive career, and that competitive nature can make it daunting at times. So let's share that. Warts and all, I say, warts and all. So that's all I really have to say right now. I just wanted to sort of introduce myself. I don't have a plan for where this is going to go, but you are welcome to join me if you're curious to see how this channel progresses. So I'll leave it there for now. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for watching, and get to writing, because it's not going to write itself.